and Dr. P.K. Rajput for this wonderful session. I think without saying much words, because I know that we will be short of time, because when Dr. Rajput and Colonel Saab will start speaking, the time will be no limit. So I think without further ado, I will set the stage to Colonel Saab so that he will introduce and say a little bit about himself. To tell few words about him, I think I'll be not doing a justice. I think he has a very long journey, and also so does Dr. Rajput. Also, I only see a very small space behind him on the wall, which is left open. I am sure that he must have ordered few of the certificates which have been coming on Monday to put it on the last behind on the wall. So I think without further saying few words, I welcome you all. I think it will be a वो कहते हैं ना fantabulous session. So it will be 100% perfect session. So over to you, Colonel Saab, for your great gesture.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kapoor, and definitely it's a privilege to be speaking to this kind of gathering, and I'm sure you all are doing a fantastic job. I've not been attending too many meetings, but definitely I will. Now that I know all kind of people successful in their careers, we get together here, and this is a wonderful opportunity to actually learn from each other. A little bit of about myself. As you all know, I served in the army. I was born, brought up in Delhi, grew up here in Delhi itself. Ashok Vihar is my house. But then when I joined army, the entire country became my house. You know how we travel and learn about different cultures living in different parts of the country, and we thoroughly enjoyed, my 25 years in the uniform. More than me, my family enjoyed, these 25 years, that we spent in the army. But the time came where, we thought it is time to move on to a different world. And that is when in 2009, I took voluntary retirement from my job, and I came out and then started looking around. Luckily, I never wanted to work for somebody else. So I thought I'll do something of my own. And I felt health and wellness probably, was my passion. So I went into nutrition. And in the last 10 plus years, I have spent into nutrition field to an extent that at least today, you all are not ignorant about, what health is. And because there was a time when I used to feel, even as an army officer, if I am not having a disease, I am all right. Today, I do not think like that. And I'm sure, all of us understand this last 2 years have taught us the value of health, in no better terms. Yes, when we were children, we used to hear, health is wealth, but now we actually realize, what it is. And this is all about myself, and I've been associated with, SPA for some time. And all I would say is, before I, introduce and bring up Dr. Rajput, that today's world, health has become very important, and sports as such are a very, very integral part of this revolution that we have to bring in India. And things have started already happening, thanks to, institutions like SPA or many other institutions that are now promoting sports. This time we saw the result in the Olympics. 7 medals, in the Olympics, probably the highest in the last 40 years. And then almost 19 medals in the Paralympic. This only shows, where we are heading to. But sports in that sense, yes, but sports in the life of people like you and me, people who are really not into that sports at that level. But sports are important in life for each and everyone. Be it a student, be it an athlete, be it people who are participating at international levels, or be it corporate people like you and me. A large number of us are from different backgrounds. I know some of you are principals of schools, some of you are working in corporates, some of you are in your other professions. Well, sports play an important role in our life. That's what we have been hearing from childhood. I think I still remember that famous saying, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." If I remember correctly, something like this, or make Tom or a Jack a dull boy. I don't know, we are Tom or Jack, but wherever we are in life, definitely, we don't want to become a dull boy, because it's not just being a dull boy. Somebody jokingly said, make Jack a dull boy and make Jill a wealthy widow. And even before COVID, this was a serious pandemic that is going on in our society today. The pandemic about lifestyle disease. And boy, oh boy, sports could be one, key factor in bringing that pandemic to an end. Because I understand, I have two grown-up children, 27 and 24. They work in corporate world, and I understand what their life is from this age. I'm sure by the time they grow to our age, they will definitely think, look behind and say, I wish I had spent more time on my health and fitness. So before taking, any more time, now I would like you to, I would like to introduce our main speaker today. He is Dr. Pramod Rajput. He, initially, all I would tell you about him is that he is a senior vice president and the vertical head of Adila Pharmaceuticals. And I'm sure, he has done very well in his career. He's grown from ranks to the highest level. And when it comes to sports, when it comes to leadership in sports, I'm sure he's a person whose knowledge will help all of us to learn from him. And all I can say is, even as a pharmaceutical, leader, I mean, I'm sure he's a leader in his industry. That's why he's at an appointment that he is. You guys have done definitely very, very well, during this pandemic time, the Corona warriors or the health warriors. And I'm sure, that will never be forgotten by people who have got that benefit. So now let me welcome, on this virtual stage, Dr. Pramod Rajput to put his views on, the importance of sports in our life. Dr. Rajput.
Thank you, Colonel sir. Very, very good evening. Jai Hind to you. And thank you, Sanjeev sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Professor Devendra Arora ji. Very happy to see Varinder madam here. I've spoken to her, right? And also I welcome Dr. Mona. She is basically from our own place, Ahmedabad, and all the wonderful people who have joined here. Dr. Kavita is here. Very happy to hear Mr. Vatsal, who is the classmate of our Professor Devendra. So very nice. I think this topic is very, very good, right? Why I said this topic is very good, because sports is very important in everybody's life. Very, very important. And let me tell you, because sports, it ensures the mental development of the people. It teaches a discipline. It ensures the growth brotherhood, which is very much needed. So I was, when Sanjeev Saab has given me this thing, I was thinking that what are the right things? There are multiple things are there, but what are the good things this is going to inculcate? Before to it, I just want to tell that I even love sports. When I was in the college, I was my badminton college champion of badminton. I was my college chess champion, right? So all these two things are there. It was like indoor, but I used to love, because it always teaches us a lot of humility, humanity, compassion. That is the thing which is basically required in the Corona time. So I have differentiated this thing in the 5 different sectors, because why sports is important in the emotional development. You all agree with me that children's nowadays, they are not able to follow this part. And that is the reason emotionally, they are not getting strong. They are very good in IQ because now the gadgets and all. But how to deal with the things and how to make the things, which is very important, right? Because when they don't have the friend circle who plays and who make the things happen, and when they don't learn how to enjoy the failure, right, they always get disgusted. So that's why I always say that sports in the emotional development is exclusively important. And that is the reason we have to enhance the freshness and the vitality of the mind in sport, which is going to make a pivotal role, which is there. And at the same time, I will say that with this sports, we will always be a playful, cheerful environment will be there, because emotionally when we are strong, then we are mentally strong. This is the point number one, which was there in my mind. Second point, which I mentioned, is sports and discipline. Sports always teaches us that how to be disciplined. Because when we talk about the discipline, we talk about the determination, we talk about the all the desiredness, which is very, very important. And discipline makes us perfect. People, they say they don't have time because discipline is not there. Sorry to say this word, but I say time is there 24/7 for everybody. Either person from a peon to an entrepreneur from the Ambani's level. But how to manage the time, it is more important. And discipline always ensure that whatever the work it is there with you, you please prioritize this thing and please ensure the thing should happen. So the discipline is being taught by the sport people who are there in that. So they are very, very important part which is there. This is the second thing which is adding the discipline. Third thing which I always feel is sports and character. Right? Because when I talk about the character part, it is the eternal source of the endless joy. The character is the key to the success in the struggle for the future life. Right? Why this is important? Because this teaches us very clearly that either you belong to a rich person, you are born with a golden spoon, or you are born with a silver spoon. But when we play together, we play as a team. And when the team wants to win, there is nothing comes that I am from a high level or I am from a low level. There is no ego in this. Because whenever the ego comes, everything has been smashed. We always say, whenever you work as a team, you always work to pull the person, to lift the person together. That's the reason I say that character building is very, very important, and we can learn from the sports, because it is very clear when in the football, one team ensures that the goal should be there. But at the same time, the goalkeeper who is there on the other side, he ensured the goal should not happen. What a beauty is there. And once the goal happens, the other teams will start working on that to ensure that they should have. And when they finish the things, they both enjoy together. They have that positive vengeance of winning. Positive vengeance of winning. So that's why they build the character. That's the reason sports is very important. Now, the next point is sports and education. Why education? Because education gives us a perfection. The modern education, the system, the sports. Today, we have seen that our people, they have won the medal there. So you see that they are not illiterate people. They are literate people. Literate people, they know what to do, how to do, which way to do. So this is the education which has enhanced that positiveness in them. And that is the reason the things have changed, which we have not earned from last 40, 45 years. Because they are the educated people, they understand the thing. I also give this example when I talk about the character and the examples of the education part. Rani Rampal, right? I give the example of this. The girl who never had a stick to play, the girl who never, their parents, they have never allowed her to play because they want that at the 14 years of the age, the girl should be married. She used to see and all. So this is the mental stability of the person which has added. And today we can see that Rani Rampal has become the icon to be there. This is some of the examples which are there. You see all the 13 players of the hockey team, they never belongs to such a big family. They have come from a very, very small family, but their thinking was very high, grounded to the earth with the Himalayan heights. That was the thing which was there. So sports has taught them to be a winner, to be a positive winner. This is another thing which we can learn from the sports. Then sports also teaches us the brotherhood. Why I say brotherhood? Because when the people, they go and play, either it's the Olympic or whatever the play or the CSS games and all, they meet the different kind of people. They meet the different culture of the people. They understand what are the different culture is there. And with that, they develop a positive relationship. Right? A person from India, if he goes to play in Italy or in Argentina or in Australia, the brotherhood has been there. The bonding is there. There they don't feel that who they are. They play for their nation and they build the thing which is very, very important, making the brotherhood. So this is the fifth point which has come in my mind. The sixth point which is there, which is very, very important, what you said, Colonel Saab, health is wealth. Very, very clear. Why? Because the people, the person who have really played well or they have spent their time in sport, their immunity level is very, very strong. Believe you me, it is true. because when you play the sports, your entire body prostrates. Your mind is very cool. You understand the things and all, and then you gain the health. This is again important because it is going to give you, because it become the wealth. Nowadays, Corona has taught us the person whose immunity is strong, he or she can make the difference. See, today we are working with a pharmaceutical company, right? It is not that we don't go to the hospital where the people, they are not having the Corona, but our immunity is very strong. It doesn't mean that we take the medicine, but it was the thing when we were there in the high school, intermediate, graduation, doing our MBA and all. At that time, we used to play a lot. That is the reason we feel that, yes, today I can say at the age of 58, I'm running at the age of 58. I can very well challenge the people who are on the 30 years or 35 years of time, because they are only on the computer. They have not spent the time in the field. They have not spent the time. They have not fallen right in the ground. These things are there, which is making the person strong. And that is the reason I say that sports is one thing which is a lifeline, which is a real thing, which is going to make a person vibrant, which is going to make a person healthy, which is going to make a person very strong, positive mind. And that is the reason the humility, humanity, compassion, determination, discipline, everything comes together. So these are the points are there, which I always feel that it can make a person great difference. And today we can say with the pride that yes, our people, our young generation, they have really given us the name in the entire world, because they were very clear on the sports part. So this is all the submission from my side, which I can very well say. And I always encourage parents here that please encourage your child. You give the best of the best this thing, mobile or whatever the things are there, gadget to the thing, but please teach them that they should be playing in the ground. They should be playing. They should become a good team builder, because it is going to help them. And sports gives us a creativity. Sports gives a lot of learning out there. You used to have the puzzle blocks during that time. I have not seen now the children, they go for the puzzle block. We have used to have the Chinese checker at that time. We used to have that Vyapar in Hindi, trade sports was there, and that people used to play. We used to have the carom. We used to have so many things are there. But now over a period of time, all is going down. So from this platform, which Sanjeev Saab has invited me, I will always request that yes, we as a parents or the coming parents, we should encourage the small children to go and play and learn and ensure and make themselves strong in the coming time, because the coming time is always there, survival of the fittest. Charles Darwin theory is going to apply. Already it is applying in the corporate, in the organization, in every places, and the fittest person will always be loved, respected, and highly ignored. So this is the thing from my side, which I like to conclude with this.
Dr. Pramod, I would like to just add a couple of things to what you said. Fantastic talk, and I can tell you some of the things that I realize sports can help us with. And today what is needed in the world is, things like handling pressure, handling failure, quick decision making. Yeah, I tell you, I learned so much of things that I use in my army career in the sports field, right? From the comradeship to the team spirit to today's world, when you see a young child committing suicide because he cannot handle the pressure of not passing the NEET exam or not able to go to a particular university, well, where do we teach all this? Unfortunately, those joint families and the system of, both parents being home is slowly dying down. Husband, wife, both working, children do not get these values from, the parents. Its sports field is one place where we, a growing young generation, can learn things like this. Because today one failure and people are depressed. And in corporate world, there is so much of stress. Everyone is talking about work-life balance. Well, what can be better than, sports in your life to create that work-life balance? Otherwise, working 10 hours, 12 hours, now with work from home, 14 hours a day has become the norm. And people think that is how success is. Forgetting that, if they don't look after their health now, we are into lots of, issues mentally and physically. So it is fantastic thing that sports field, teaches us from our childhood that we have learned. And thank God, like you said, in your childhood, at least in our generation, we have seen from childhood we were encouraged, our sports, our school encouraged us to do all this activity. Unfortunately, with due regards to the principals and schools today, children do not get these facilities in schools anymore, and we should encourage as a parent as much as we can wherever we can. Thank
Sir,
you.
you said it rightly, because I always resonate, because there are different games are there. When you play in the team, like a football or a cricket or a hockey, it's a team working, right? When you encourage and pat the things. So it is a team working, and it is going to help in the corporate. Sir, when you play chess, what is the chess game? Chess game is that you understand the mind of the person 3 steps ahead, which way the
Yes.
person is going to ensure. So chess gives us the clarity, right, that how the person is thinking, what will be the person's next moment is, and what is the one moment, which in the corporate we always see. We have to see 3 steps ahead. So start analyzing, visualizing the things with the chess is another game. When you play the badminton, sir, or the volleyball, right, what it gives you, the swiftness. You understand how the person is, or the table tennis, right? So it gives you the swiftness, immediately respond, that how you are going to respond, which way the other competitor is going to put it, and how you are going to give the back to the person. So every game is having a potential to love, to understand, to ensure the things. So whatever and we in our time used to play Kho, right? So at that time, see, we were very clear about it, that how the person the fastest is going to ensure and the winner. It's the old saying is there, that in the jungle of Kenya, when a lion gets up in the morning, he has to think that he has to run fastest than the deer so that he can get the prey. And the deer always think that he has to be more faster than the lion so that he should not be caught. So that is the way that we learn from the sports, which is very, very important, sir.
Very true.
In a one word, I'll say it's a rewinding of ourselves, actually.
Fantastic. You said what's the
rewinding. Nowadays, actually, a lot of dance classes and a lot of Zumba classes are happening, but actual sports, what we were playing in the ground, my view is that was the actual sports, which was re-energizing. Like I got an admission in engineering in just 84% actually at that time. But like, I know how I got. Most of the times I used to be in a sports ground. But that was becoming an energizing for me. When I was reading, it was directly focusing me to my study actually. And that's what is the same. And what like Colonel Rajesh Saab was correctly put up, it's these days the life is extremely stressful. Decision making has become very quick. And that's where like sports is making a big play actually in decision. Yeah.
Very well said, Varsal Saab, because sports immediately in a fraction of a second, you have to take the decision. You cannot leave the things. You cannot have the procrastination there. There is no word procrastination there in the sports.
Yeah.
You cannot buy, because if you have had the procrastination, you are gone from the game, out. So immediately take the decision and hit the things, which is very, very important.
And I am in Mumbai, so I am a part of local train. So I understand the value of seconds actually.
So that's good, very nice. It's because such a beautiful subject. I think this has to be percolated. And again, I will say that parents must encourage, right? Because now the schools are getting open, principals are there, teachers are there, lot of blended learning is going to happen. People are working on the technology and all, but technology will not be suffice till the time the creativity is not there. And that is the reason sports are going to help with the creativity part.
Correct. Very correct.
Yes, sir.
I also agree with you. I mean, whatever is said, it's just to the point, and the way you organize your thought, excellent. And like you said, that there is a goalkeeper to stop him, and that reminded me that how to handle the obstacles in life. Also, that you learn, you think, what kind of actions that person can take, and from brotherhood, what I would have been advocating and guiding the students was that global citizenship. Don't think that I belong to this community and that community, or even just India. Yes, the whole globe you are responsible for. And now due to this climate change and other issues, now people are thinking about global, thinking globally. Yes, you act locally, but you think globally. But sports is one area which can actually bring all the communities together, and you think that you belong to a globe rather than to one part or one community. So yeah, certainly it's Without the sports, really, you cannot build the character, you cannot build the skills, you cannot build anything in the classroom. Yes, the knowledge may be given, but it's very, very important for holistic development. And as you said, I think one of you said that parents should encourage, that reminded me where my daughter, she was in primary, she's a doctor now, she's in Australia, and in the primary, I think she was in class 5, it was her dad's birthday, and she said, Dad, I want to buy something for you. He said, there's no point taking my money and then buying something for me. If you really want to give me the certificate in any of the sports that you take part in. And there was a competition in the city. I was in Cambridge in England that time, and she got a 1200 meters race certificate in swimming, and that was a dad's birthday gift. So this is how we had been encouraging our children to get the certificate, and that is a birthday gift and like that. So I'm sure these small steps can help students, rather than telling them that on your birthday I will give you that gadget or that. Or why not encourage them to participate? And I would rather give you the bat or some sort of a sports equipment. I mean,
some stars should be given to them, that yes, they are the star people. There's some star to encourage them.
Yes.
And Varinder ma'am, you have reminded me one thing, that sports always added one thing, that whatever you do, it has to be filled with pleasure, not no pressure.
Yes.
So that is, and very, very, very important in the corporate life, that whatever, see, pressure is going to be a part of the life, right? And there's a two type of pressure, we'll agree. One is the positive pressure and second is the negative pressure. So how to handle both the negative pressure? So with the happiness, you can handle anything. But if you are in the pressure, absolutely, you will spoil the entire things. And ultimately in the corporate, we have to win. That is the only one rule is there. We have to win. That is the rule.
Yes.
And the winning part is with the happiness, with the pleasure, with the smile, with the humility, humanity, compassion.
Yes, certainly. I agree with you 100%.
I also remember when we used to play Kho and all, right? Because when we used to fall down, right? And then you have to have the bruise. So then our classmate, nothing happened. It happens, yaar. Chalo. Now the day, yeah, chalo, hota hai. अभी स्मॉल बच्चा कोई छोटा गिरेगा तो बच्चे से ज्यादा उसके पेरेंट्स रोने लगते हैं, and they will never encourage, अरे ठीक है गिरते हैं तो सब लोग गिरते हैं ना, they will never say this thing. They will immediately say, oh my god, don't do this thing, don't do this thing, don't do this thing. This completely mind setup has happened.
But in Delhi, the next moment the parent would write an email to Minister Sodhia.
To the school and college that you have not given this thing and all, right?
Yes.
So all these things
I mean,
are there.
what can you do? I mean, how the child will learn to handle and be strong if this is how we are behaving. Okay. Yeah.
Dr. Pramod, can I ask you this? Like now we see a downwards trend with the younger generation. I am saying school, college, regarding sports because of various factors. It could be pressure of studies, pressure to excel in studies. I'm seeing children from the class 7 start preparing from engineering admission or medical admissions in various, these days institutions. Or when we go one step further, when they start working, again, there is work pressure from the, office and long working hours. What do you think we can do about it?
Sir, very, very fabulous question we have asked. But now with the NEP guidelines of 2020, I must appreciate our respected Prime Minister who has really taken this initiative. Now the parents should not be feeling happy, right? Because that child has 99% of the marks. Nothing. It is, sorry to say, it's a bullshit. The child have only the marks. The child cannot write an application. We used to have the MBA people coming to this when you used to ask that, can you write an application? Do you know how to read the finance and all? Absolutely gone. So now what I request this thing, that every parent or every child should be thinking that what creativeness is required. Sir, today the child born with a good IQ because they have seen the entire things. IQ is there in the child. You talk with the child, 90% of the child, they have the IQ. Then the second thing is EQ has to be developed. It has to be developed only in the home. You cannot develop the emotional quotient in outside the thing, which is very, very important. So the parent has to play a very vital role. And that's why we say IQ and then EQ. Then when you come to the corporate, if you have a strong EQ, you know how to handle, how to take care with the peer group, how to take care with your seniors, and how to take care with the juniors. In that case, if you want to go long, you have to have the creative quotient, that what creativeness you are adding in it, what is important, sir, which is very, very important. And that's why we always say a person maybe at the junior most level, the young from the college coming up, but some creativity is very high, we always respect because we learn from the person. So on this platform, again, I'll say either it's the educator, either it's the parents and all, please see that how you make your child more creative and make the child emotionally strong. When you talk about emotionally strong, how to take care of the stress, how to take care of the resilience part, agility part, communication part, which is very important. And try to explore the things so that he or she, whenever she stand in the places, she or he should be able to tell the things and she can come out outstanding there. Only degree is not going to help. Absolutely no. No means no. We have the people who are the first class degree throughout. When you tell them to speak for 5 minutes, they can't speak for 2 minutes even on any of the subject.
But like government has some options where sports people get sports quota jobs or sports quota preferences. How often do you all consider that sports excellence in giving jobs in the corporate world?
Sir, in the corporate world, if the person is having good in the sports, it is always respected, right? Because why I say, because we understand that this guy or this girl is a good team player. That is the one thing which is an additional thing. This guy can handle the pressure very well. So he or she will not take as a pressure. He or she will take that it is the requirement and he or she has to contribute on that. So this is the plus point which is there in the corporate, which is very, very important. And that's the reason I said it is respected.
And another thing is they are always ready to take challenge.
Yeah.
You come up with any new project, and if the person background is from the sports, would never hesitate to take a first step.
The person will never say try, because we say in the corporate, the two words are not required. One is the try word, because try means you are not able to do it. Either you do it or either you quit. The second thing is impossible, because there is nothing impossible. It is only the mind which makes us clear. I am possible. So go it, and the sports persons are ready for it. Believe you me, they never say wherever and whatever the position is, they will say, I am ready.
Yes, certainly.
Because what they say is whatever gets rewarded gets done. Whatever gets respected gets done.
Correct. Very, very correct.
So only if there are enough incentives that we, or as a parent, of course, my children have grown up to a level where my encouragement is only a limited thing. It's now their wish also. But right from the childhood, instead of we pressurizing children for getting 100% marks in academics, if we understand that giving equal importance to sports, whether in schools or otherwise in our communities, in our apartments. I'm sure most of the apartments today have a clubhouse where they have table tennis or some of these basic games wherein children can at least participate, and or swimming pool where they can do some kind of physical activity or jogging tracks. It's just that probably the encouragement is not enough, or what can we do more to make sure that from the young age, children are encouraged to go for sports more than what it is today.
And sir, here I would like to add, clubhouses are the culture now. But clubhouses, when you see the children, they have hardly 2 friends or 4 friends, or that's all. They don't have a group of the friends, right? So as a parents, we must encourage them that they play a game which is a group of the student, the children are there, because then you'll be able to understand the mentality of the person. In the clubhouse or the swimming pool, they are very confined. It's like only 2 people, 3 people will go and it's over. And then you are in the AC room and all. It always says that the success is sweet, but the secret is sweat. This is very, very important. Unless until you will not sweat, unless you will not perspire, you will not have that enjoyment in that. And that is very, very important to have that thing. Then only you will be able to understand that what the success means, how the success to be achieved, and how beautifully it has to be prepared to get the things done.
Because see, eventually all of us, are preparing our children to study well, get good gradings, get good degrees, and eventually go and work in some nice corporate, company, and we feel happy about it. But somewhere we have to change that mindset that even sports is a career. Sports could be somebody's passion, whether it is the school level or college level or even at the corporate level. We have to somehow encourage this, and I'm sure Mr. Kapoor will know more than us, what things are being done, to encourage this part, so that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, India is not winning only 7 medals, maybe 70 medals.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Well, it's my experience. I think you brought back the flashes of the old day earlier. I was, when I went to England, initially I was into Department of Finance with a government job before coming to teaching. So in that, what I noticed that our directors, deputy directors, and the head of the finance, like whole day they were working, and 5:30, everything shut, the computer shut, and they talk about football, and they would go and play 6 o'clock. So, and not only that, most of the departments, they had some sort of a sports equipment or a room where even during the break time you could go and have exercise or some sort of sport activity, which I think India should also have this kind of a culture. I'm not sure about they have, and especially now they were starting offices in small flats, sort of small area, and working from home. I think that also need to be encouraged, that there should be some sort of sports activity in the corporate sector as well. Because a lot of young people, they either spend an hour in traveling and then 8-9 hours working and then coming home tired. So really they don't have the stamina to go to the sports. But so I think as we part of the sports encouragement team, so we should also encourage this and bring more corporates into this team also, not just the educationists.
Well said, sir. Well said.
May I add to the discussion here?
Yes.
Oh, yes, yes. Dr.
Yeah,
Mona,
yeah.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
How can
Dr.
Dr. Mona be so
Rajput,
silent today?
No. It has been wonderful listening to you, coming straight from the wisdom as a trainer in terms of importance of sports, the individual advantages we have. But so here I would request, being advocates in our various fields, there are two target groups we need to very strongly work as. One is the teachers and we ourselves as parents. Because the mindset change has to begin, because I see in you a wonderful parent. When I sit with my family, I use carom board as a stress buster, as a tool to have family communication, to teach so many skills to my child, which otherwise he or she would not, understand when I have one-to-one dialogue. Now I understand these. So right from having policy level initiatives for which we are having very good employable, courses and various other certificates and degree courses run by SPA India, to other areas where we need policy persuasion, whether it is preschool sports that are required right from kindergarten. How many times as parents do we ask, did you get the test marks today, or did you won the match that you had in the morning today? Usually the question is that we ask the academic performance.
Yes.
So it is we as parents, the change has to begin. We cannot make responsible our employees or our children or our teenagers if we don't have that kind of value inculcation. And rather than sharing our anecdotes, experiences, which all of us are full with, this is the time for action. This is the time where we need to integrate it with our corporate social responsibility. We want happy employees to come to work. That can only be possible with a happy family. And once they are into workplace, whether you have a yoga session in the morning, or you have a Zumba class in the afternoon, or you have a break for informal dancing and etc., at the end, they should be happy, productive employees sent back so that they have a qualitative family time. This is the responsibility that we need to have as corporates as well. So I feel right from inculcating the way, the initiatives are led by our Prime Minister of India, having the Tokyo Olympic podium scheme, the top scheme that is there, and having, detailed conversation with their parents, families. Where does our, so many prime ministers had the time for these kind of initiatives? It is only bringing about a revolutionary transformation in sports, and it is with a vision to have the 2024 performance in Paris. With that goal in mind, this is an end in mind where he's putting those things first. So we as, policymakers, as corporate personals, myself being from the social academic background, this is where I think so the initiators with these kind of dialogues and these kind of talk sessions, we need to come together. My humble submission here is, sir, even for CSR, the investment in sports need to come forward, whether we are promoting community sports or we are promoting gender equality, or we are trying to invest in rural community sports. It is still laid back in terms of the percentage that is spent compared to education, health, and other areas. So this is one area corporate needs to come forward. There are many such issues, but sir, all the points very well taken in terms of the physical, emotional, social, development that happens through sports. But nevertheless, the national education policy, as well as the importance that is given in the curriculum to sports, is lagging behind. And this is where we need to push forward to the government echelons, to the policy makers, and come forward very strongly as an advocacy group to promote these issues. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for a brilliant input and lot of information and a lot of important messages received from your message. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Mona. Very well said.
Dr. Mona, you have touched the real fulcrum. I'm
Yes.
telling you. You have really touched. I salute to you, because this was the thing which is very, very much needed about it. Right? Everything is there, but it has to be adhered and it has to be ensured, which is very, very important.
And sir, much of the sessions we also need to have in terms of changing our parenting styles.
That's what I
Because
was.
parenting is just like, what I'm saying is right. You need to do this. If I could not become a footballer, you need to be good in rugby. It is not the way. Just give the freedom to the child. If he can be a musician, writer, artist, or he could be in sports. Just see, if this is your decision, these are your skills, I am here to support you. I am here with you. I am here to help you. If these are the kind of positive affirmations you give, either by being a conscious parent or an effective parenting, or it could be sports. These are just channels. And we need to use these channels for effective performance, right from academics in schools to an employee at the corporate level. So this is all.
On dot, ma'am. On dot. On dot. I'm telling you, on dot. That's the reason I said that I was always very clear that it is start from the home only. The
Yes.
charities begin from the home. Now, it is true. And as a parent, we have to inculcate, ensure the things for them. It's only
Yes,
that George Kennedy, he said, "Na, it is not a matter that what country is going to do, what you are going to do for the country."
Yes.
Right? So this is the very, very important thing, how as a parent, whichever family we belongs to, how we are inculcating the thing, how we are emotionally making our child strong, the way we have given the example of it. Fabulous, fabulous, I'm telling you.
And so through sports, it's come naturally. We are looking for value classes, ethics classes, moral weights. These classes are not required. Just let us use the sports as a medium, and so much of learning in terms of overall man-making exercise. So again, these things need to go at the policy levels for better persuasions.
Correct. And I'm sure on the platform of SPA, 100% this is going to happen. And with this SPA, lot many people will be joining to put the things so that it should be changed before 2024.
Very well.
In fact, Dr. Mona, you are absolutely right in saying, to some extent, I have seen the mindset of the parents have started changing, but it's a very slow thing, because the last 10, 20
Sir, a
years, we have
beautiful
seen.
example is the Three Idiots movie. If we are talking of out-of-box thinking, creativity, experimenting, the moment a child is seen looking outside the window, don't look there. The teacher is there to, answer the questions. If at all you are introducing a concept and you expect the child to answer, how or she, he will be induced to think. So let him think, let him be as weird as possible. Another good example is Tare Zameen Par. These two movies, both are creative at its best in terms of so many learnings. And that is why we find, early teenagers attempting suicide and depression and so many mental issues. So time is right where we need to get together, work on partnership for the goals, present our submissions to the ministers. Anurag Thakur is a dynamic young minister leading sports ministry. And we need to put, I think so, each of the dialogues with each of the contributors right straight at 9:30, Dr. Devendra Arora and Sanjeev Kapoor, sir. Our submissions should reach to the ministry as and when they are held. And this would make an impact. If we have a discussion with a commitment, then certainly it will reach to them and we will see the change happening. This is my firm belief.
Our firm belief. Our
Yes.
firm belief.
Sure, point taken.
Yes, yes, taken.
Point taken.
So it's
And I think we'll encourage Mona ji to prepare a white paper and circulate among all the knowledgeable people who are present here. And then we can have another session early next week to finalize and send it across. I think if all agree,
We'll
yeah,
do that.
definitely.
done. We are all together.
Yeah.
I just request the points that are made on the recording be sent along with the commitment that yes, these are the contributions with their name and designations, because the background will also help us a lot in terms of the diversified participants and certainly seasoned professionals like Dr. Rajput and Colonel Arora. Their submissions, their recommendations will certainly take this further. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Dr.
sure.
Mona, you prepare the paper and leave the fill in the blanks. We can fill it up, and I think all of us put their own comments and take it further. So I can see Lalita ji has made a lot of notes from such a talk. So Lalita ji, if you want to say a few words.
Good evening to all present here. A very warm good evening to all of you. Thank you so much, Dev sir. You always invited me those places which are really enhancing, enriching, and promoting sports and all over development. Correctly said, बहुत अच्छा बोला मैम ने, और कि हम बच्चों को आजकल वाकई में नहीं सिखाते हैं, स्पोर्ट्स के लिए प्रमोट नहीं करते हैं. चैरिटी बिगिंस फ्रॉम होम. दैट्स ट्रू, बिकॉज I as a mother always encourages my son to play from home, not from school. I'm not waiting for the school. Okay, sports game hoga ya sports period hoga to khel lena. Why? We can start from home. तो वो बच्चे में आएगा, और दिस इज ट्रू फैक्ट. ग्लोबल जोड़ने के लिए स्पोर्ट्स से अच्छा कोई प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है. स्पोर्ट्स इज द वन वेयर नो कास्ट, नो क्रीड, नो कलर, नथिंग. Only sports, only zeal, only enthusiasm, only play from your heart. That's it. So this is true, and thank you so much. You all are superb. You all are sharing superb, and such a very knowledgeable and fruitful discussion is going on. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Tejaswini, can we hear you? Tejaswini? Anybody else who wants to add some points?
Sunita ji, Dr. Devendra Sharma ji,
Yeah,
Vaishali.
Sunita ji, Devendra Sharma ji, Vaishali Goyal ji.
Yes, thank you, sir. Yes, I would like to add one more insight here, because after COVID, we can see there are a lot of changes about health issues and everything. So now government is also just promoting Fit India. So I would like to ask one question to Mr. Rajput, that whether their company is also promoting that Fit India movement, because being in pharmaceutical company, through their CSR, through their SDG efforts or initiatives, they also can promote this Fit India movement. So I just would like to ask him whether, being a corporate and being a dynamic leader, we have seen his presence in many SDGs and CSR platforms. So whether they people are just promoting these initiatives?
Yes, ma'am. Very fabulous question again. We have this complete CSR team is there. We have the HR team is there. They keep on promoting the things, and we always ensure that whatever the policy of the government is there, it has to be inculcated and adhered very well. So that thing is happening in our organization, and the team is working fully and ensuring the thing which is happening here, especially in the Gujarat, especially in Ahmedabad. We have our factory in the Dholka that a complete 100 villages and other areas has been taken care by them. So I will not be able to add more of the thing, because there's a separate identity which are taking care, because we have 11,000 employees across in Cadila, entire India, and we have more than 3,000 people who are working in Ahmedabad. So lot many things are happening. In detail, I will not be able to say, but yes, I know overall lot many things are happening from Cadila side, the true CSR side.
Okay, yeah, wonderful, sir, wonderful. One more question I would like here to raise, that after COVID, do you think corporate would address these health issues and all these kind of initiatives more frequently rather than before?
Dr. Sunita, you have touched the point. We are addressing, because why? We are in the healthcare industry, right? We are in the healthcare industry, and our bread earner, right? Our bread earner is a medical representatives who go and meet the doctor. We are not the bread earner. We are the people who are just ensuring that in strategy maker and all, right? So we always ensure that our person who is meeting the doctor, meeting in the hospital, he and his family should be confident enough. The guy will be able to come out from the home. So we have done multiple meetings, multiple seminars, encourages the family. We said that we are going to ensure, we have already ensured that COVID complete coverage. Anything happens in the entire family, Cadila is going to take care. So this is the way we have strengthened our people, strengthen our family, so that they should be feel happy, and with lot of positiveness, they should send the people there. So we are already doing it. We have done a lot of the mental agility program. We have associated with the Shivani, Madam Shivani has given 3 programs. So many things which we are doing it.